Hello from California. Today I'm making chili and cornbread. Forgive my looks, I just have my glasses on today. I'm just getting over COVID and I felt like I wanted a really hearty chili today. So I have my ingredients out and I will go over them with you. Fresh garlic, onion, ground beef, tomato soup, diced tomatoes, red beans, kidney beans, and pinto beans. And I have the cornbread mix here. I've never made it, but I'm going to try it today. And you can try any kind of bean you want, but I like this set here to give it some contrast and different flavors. The tomato soup is really going to add a bunch of flavor and depth to it as well. And there's other spices that I'm going to be adding as time goes on as I'm making the chili. So these are my ingredients and I'll come right back once I start to get everything all put together. So I chopped up the yellow onion. You could use any color of onion. It came out to be maybe a cup, 3/4 to a cup of onions. I'm getting them going on a separate pot. This is going to be the main pot that I'm going to cook the chili in. And I have the meat going on this side, and I added some taco seasoning so far. This is 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm just going to chop it up like so. And I'm going to brown it, I'm going to drain it, and then I'll add it to the chili. I just added fresh garlic to the mix. There's 2 cloves of garlic, and I am going to take out all the grease from the ground beef. And you could make your chili your own spices. You can make it a Mexican by adding cumin or cilantro. I'm making mine a little bit of a Cajun. I did put a little bit of taco seasoning as it's cooking because it adds a lot of flavor as it's cooking. And I just added a dash of this Creole seasoning. I use this in a lot of my cooking. And I put some onion powder. So I'm going to remove the grease and add the chili to the stock pot here, and I'm going to add some beef flavored broth. I'm going to add that next. I opened up the cans of beans and I rinsed them out. I've added the tomatoes, beef broth, about a cup of beef broth, 2 cups of water, and the meat. Of course, I got rid of all that grease. And next, I'm going to put this menudo spice mix. This is something that's hard to find sometimes, but I add it to my chili, and it comes out excellent. I'm going to tie the rest of this up for you. My chili is coming together. You can see the different sizes and colors of the beans, the tomatoes, the garlic and onion. One thing you really need to do when you're cooking as you go, especially a soup or a bean chili like this, you have to taste it, because however the liquid tastes is how your whole dish is going to taste. If you feel it needs salt or spice or whatever you think it needs it. Everything else, like all this goodness here, will need it as well. So I'm going to taste it and adjust as I go. Let's see. It needs salt and a little bit of spice. So I'm going to add that and continue to cook this chili. I'm going to work on the cornbread. I've never made it before from this box cornbread that I purchased. I add my own little twist to the cornbread as well as I make it to make it more fluffy. I'm making a slurry so that it could thicken up the chili sauce. It's just 2 tablespoons of flour to 1 cup of water, and I'm just dissolving it in the water, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in to the chili. Give it a good stir, and I'm gonna let it continue to cook. Like I said, I've never made this cornbread, but I'm getting this cornbread together, and I added mayo, like a tablespoon of mayonnaise. And I added a tablespoon of sugar to enhance whatever this mixture has in regards to flavor. I kind of doctor up my cakes, even my cornbread on my own. If you wanted to add anything right now, you could add chili peppers, you could add crushed red pepper, you could add cheese, you could add bell peppers, onion, whatever you like in order to flavor up your cornbread. I'm gonna leave mine plain for today, but I just did add some mayo and some sugar to enhance the flavors. I added the cornbread mixture to my pan here, and all I did is put it in a loaf pan. I lined the loaf pan with foil so that it'll be easy to pull out. And like my mom taught me how to do, you just, any cake, to get the air bubbles out, you just hit it on the counter. It'll even out the cake, and it'll get rid of bubbles. I'm also going to add some sea salt to the top of the cornbread to add some flavor. And I'm going to hit this a couple more times to get some air bubbles out, and I'm going to add it to my Emerald 360 because I'm in California. It's still very hot here. It's almost 100 today. Last week, every day was 100 degrees or more. So my Emerald 360 saves me from having to use an oven. I'm going to get this going, and then we'll come back when we have the final product. Here you have it, guys. So we're going to do a taste test. I just put 1 scoop of chili in here for now, just so it could cool off and we can try it. But that cornbread is just in pieces. It's falling apart because I put mayo in there, a little bit of extra sugar, but the mayo makes a difference in the moisture of the cornbread or any cakes that you make. So I'm gonna let these cool off before we go ahead and taste. Okay, we're back and the chili's cooled off. The cornbread is ready for our taste test here.
I'm gonna throw a little crushed red pepper on mine because I like a lot of heat on everything I eat. So I'm gonna go to town a little bit here. All right, here we go. Oh, the meat's really tender. The beans are flavorful. I'm gonna try some of this. This is falling apart, it's so moist. Oh, it's not too sweet either. I love it, not too sweet. Perfect. Can't wait to eat some more.
This chili came together really well. The tomatoes, the 3 types of beans, garlic, onion, and the slurry that I put in there. And I cooked it for an hour. The last 20 minutes, I made the bread, got it all ready, and that's my chili and cornbread. I hope you guys enjoy and try my little tricks. And please remember to always try to enjoy life. How about that?